And now, Reformer802.com Real Talk blogger Shanta asks you to ponder this.
Tell me about a time you were seduced. Seduction and the Road to Creativity. Originally published on WildlyCreative.World. Tell me about a time you were seduced, my friend asked me during one of our many ongoing conversations. It was one of my friends across the ocean, this time in Pakistan, asking me many questions about life and culture here in America. As we traded stories about our different realities, somehow we landed on this topic of seduction. I had a hard time answering this particular question because of the way I once would have answered it as an adolescent hungry to launch into adulthood versus my understanding of things after some life experience. You see, this question carried me to the first time I set the goal of wanting to become a seductress beyond any of the tales that were spun about Cleopatra. But as I matured, the concept of seduction became more about creativity than anything else. Growing up, I stockpiled my fascination with various historical stories and romance novels that nourished my budding thoughts that I wanted to become one who seduced the world. But in my 15-year-old mind, this was tied largely to using intelligence and physical attributes. All of the things that I did not yet grasp nor understand as a young adult. My stockpiled information of half-cooked, unused theory was soon married to my non-existent experience of my chosen vocation as a seductress in life. This later became great material for many strolls down memory lane, which include many stops at what was once Naivete Avenue. As I gained some life experience, the art of seducing and being seduced became tied to my drive to create and was more about invitation than anything else. How could I invite individuals into my world or transport them through my dance, my words, or photography? What were the things that wooed me in such a way that I temporarily forgot myself? When my friend asked this question during our conversation, I thought about my 15-year-old self, and then about all of the things in the world that seduced me. The images and various documentaries I watched as a child of distant places, the stories shared by Margaret Mead from her work as a cultural anthropologist, the unanswered questions that I had about the way various things worked, the way the sky looks atop of a hill when it appears as if diamonds have been tossed upward. Seduction became less about the famous Cleopatra story that involved her unrolling out of a carpet to get a man's attention. While there was a string of creativity within that story, I further evolved my thinking by looking at seduction beyond the realm of physical, but as a vehicle for transporting the spirit. In other words, when we allow ourselves to create and when we witness the things that have been birthed through the creative process, we are seduced and simultaneously invited to a journey away from the mundane. I'm still working to achieve my goal of seducing the world and perhaps transporting individuals through my ability to create. So tell me, when is the last time you were seduced by the creative process, either as a creator or that which was created? Tell me, when is the last time you invited the world to seduce you?